Hello and welcome to Informit. My name is Amit Patnaik and I am the head of sales at Informit. Today, I'd like to give you an overview of the new Informit search platform. I will talk about our new design and branding and familiarize you with the new website. I will then talk about our enhanced search and personalization features. Please feel free to pause the video and take notes if you have any questions or comments. I'll also encourage you to share this presentation with your colleagues. So, without further ado, let's begin the demonstration. This is our current Informit platform, which you'd be very familiar with, and this is the new Informit search platform. Now, before we begin our demonstration today, I would like to give a disclaimer that we are working on the beta side. And there might be some limitations to functionality while we browse through the website. Also, in the background, we are uploading content and fixing bugs as we'll be doing the presentations. So let me start with new design and branding. Now, on the design front, as you can see, we have taken a very clean design approach with everything very well tiled and aligned for easy reading and browsing. And also, I would like to show you the mobile responsiveness here. So if we go to this section where you are looking at it as it will look at it as you are in the desktop browsing or browsing through the laptop. If we go a little bit through it, that is how it will look on a tablet or an iPad. And if we go further in, that's how it will look on a mobile phone device. So as you can see, all the tiles are aligned. It's just really a good experience going through the website. Now, let us go back again to the landing page here. So in the Informit landing page, now let's talk about the branding. As you can see, all our new branding colors and our sub-brands that we'll talk in detail a little bit later. But first and foremost, the new logo here with a little bit of animation there, Info RMIT, otherwise known as Informit. Here is the static search bar. Here is the shopping cart for people who do not have access to Informit and just want to buy particular article as pay-per-view. And here is where all the personalization features are included. So we can log in and register to the new Informit. Now, I think we should start with going down this particular landing page first. As you can see, the search bar is front and center. As we are in the business of search. And then going down, we have Informit Search, Informit Partner, Informit Maestro, and Informit Open. All these are new sub-brands that we are working on, and I'll tell you a little bit about it when we actually go up here to the different home pages of these particular sub-brands. Now, going down, we have news. Now, news is a space for announcements and new publications. If we go to a conference, for example, if we are at Alia or Vala, for example, and if we are doing something there as in a presentation or hosting a talk, anything of that sort. Now, this is Informit data. That's where we will be housing all our new Informit indexes so that Informit search will give you a much better experience of searching, whereas the search results will only return full text and plus text results instead of indexes. Now, going down, going down here, we have trending now, newly added, and suggested for you. Now, trending now is most read articles across Informit. Newly added is the latest additions to Informit, and suggested for you is exactly that, suggested content. It uses something known as topic modeling as an automated method to profile the currently selected content and make connections between content from across the Informit product range. Now, we obviously have a little bit of form here and a form down here to reach us. If we go back up, let us now start with the personalization feature, at least the first step of it, as in registering or logging in to our website. Now, let's click here. You will see straight away that there are two ways to log in. One is through your institution login here, and one is through the individual login here. If you are new or logging in for the first time, you will have to register. Otherwise, you can obviously use your login ID and password to log in. So in this case, while I actually go into institution login and do the institution login, I will like to say that although a personal account is not required, it will enable fully featured user experience such as clippings, search history, saved search, favorites, and alerts. Now, you will see straight away that once I have selected my institution, in this case, RMIT University, it will show up here as in brought to you by RMIT University. Now, I already told you that because this is a beta site, this little bit of lag that you just noticed is because of that. We are doing a lot in the background, and hopefully this particular presentation should go without any problems. Now, we still haven't logged in with our personal ID here. We have just logged in through our institution. That should suffice. As I already said, it's not required, but it will enhance your experience, because if you log in personally with your personal ID, then you can bring up your own search results, your search history, and your favorites and such. So let's go ahead and log in. Now, in the individual logging in, we have single sign-on available, an option to register using commonly used accounts such as Awk ID, Google ID, Apple ID, and Twitter. Right now, we do not have Facebook as an option yet, but could be something that we can come up in the future. Now, in this case, I have used Google for my logging in. So I've just chosen that. I just have to key in the password, sorry. Because I had used a different test account to test it, so it didn't take it in straight away. Otherwise, I should have logged in straight away. Just to test that feature, now you can see that I am logged in here. But let me just go back and log out very quickly. The reason is I really wanted to show you that the single sign-on using any of these accounts actually works flawlessly. As you can see, if I select that, I should be taken straight into the account without asking me for a password. There you go. That's how it should work. The reason, as I said, it didn't work the first time and it asked for my password is because I had used a test accounts, different testing accounts, and that's why it had to ask me for the password. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the different tabs here. Now, this is the landing page, as you saw, and I took you through just earlier. Then is the search tab. This is a little bit of exclusive search page here where you can use the advanced search and simple search, but it's also a place where it talks about the improvements to search as well. Now, let's go to, we'll come back to search history. Let's go to our collections. This is the place where you're very familiar with our different types of products that we have, like media, full text, indexes, and backfile. Now, let's just dive into full text for a second here. And just to show you our new branding and colors, as you can see, they will be throughout the website and will look very familiar as well with and synonymous with the new Informit branding. Again, let's go back very quickly to publish. Also, while I am actually switching from tab to tab, you will see that this particular static search bar is always available to you because, as I said, we are in the business of search and we want to keep search front and center. So wherever, no matter where you are in the website, you will have access to search. Now, we are in the partner page or the publish tab. This tab is for our publishers and content providers, people who actually supply us with the content that you love and use. Now, let's go to open access. We are very thrilled to tell you that we are working on the background very hard to bring you OER content sometime next year, hopefully mid to late next year. And this is the page with information on our open product or open collection. Now, finally, Index. Now, Index actually talks about Maestro, our brand new product, which is a complete metadata management service. Now, this is also we are already using it in Informit, and it has really good benefits such as it saves time in indexing directly into the Informit search. It is a metadata populating and tagging system, and it uses AI and machine learning to do the work. So now that we have covered these tabs here, you will obviously find your help in tab FAQ here and your about us here. So just a little bit of peek into about us, just to tell you how we have designed this site. Again, it talks a little bit about the new sub brands here. It talks about a little bit of history, a brief history of Informit, where we came from, where we are going, and a little bit about our clients and partners as well. So let's go back to our landing page. In here, I think now we are all ready to see search in action. So let's start doing some search and showing you what has changed. Okay, so in the search bar here, before even I type anything, let me tell you a little bit about the search limiters that we have here. So the filters, the full text filter, the peer reviewed filter, only show content I have full access to. That's a new one here. And content type. Now that's journal, database, image, book, report. Video and sound is for our media products. So very quickly, you can only search for media products if you wanted to. So let's just go ahead here and type in. And while I'm typing, you would see a predictive text come up as well, and also autocomplete. Now, what autocomplete does, it's actually suggesting me books and journals based on what I have typed so far. If I click on any one of these, it'll take me to the journal page or the book homepage here. So let's continue typing. I want to search for sustainability. So I've just typed in the word sustainability and hit enter. We are not selecting any of these filters as of now because I wanted to show you this new search results page. You will straight away see the difference here. And if I typed in sustainability as a word here, that's how the current site looks. So this is the brand new search page or search result page, especially if you compare it with our current Informit search page, which is here, which you're very familiar with. Let me just take you back to the new Informit search and tell you what has changed. Now, while we were building this new website, we were making simple search easy, fun, and powerful. Although we have the advanced search always available to you, just making simple search more effective and efficient in finding what you need quickly and easily. Now, on that note, you will see brand new facets here on the left-hand side, search facets, and you will see that the search term here, sustainability, has been highlighted as well. Now, with the facets, the first thing I want to look at is publication date. This is our brand new chronological heat map. Now, it's more than just a timescale slider where obviously you can slide, as you can see, to a particular time scale. And from about 90,000 odd results that we had before, we have come down to 47,000 results just by moving that the time scale or the slider. However, you can see that every little change or selection that you do on the facets searching on the different facets here, you will see them all populated here in the applied filters. And very quickly, you can actually deselect them as well so that you go back to that same 94,000 odd results that first showed without applying any filters. Now, one of the reasons why I did not click on any of the filters on the front page or the landing page is because I wanted to obviously show you the facets and how quickly you can select all that. If you remember, you could also select only show content I have full access to, which means if you are a customer, a subscriber of Informit who only subscribes to a few products, not the entire suite of products, then you could actually click that and it will show you results only within the products that you have subscription to or access to. Now, let's actually continue talking a little bit about the publication date and the term that I mentioned, chronological heat map. What is that? And I think a better way to show that to you is if I typed in NAFTA, for example, which is the North American Free Trade Agreement, which has been going on for decades now. And what is beautiful with that is you will see different patterns of colors or the depth of red in this particular timeline from 1975 to 2020. Anything that's been written about NAFTA and any research that has been done, it actually tells you a chronological heat map. That means during these periods, there were a lot of research done and a lot of papers and articles available for you to search as well. So now that we have seen the heat map, let us go back to our search, sustainability, and continue to explore the actual facets. So if we go down slowly, you will see the different facets. So we have already talked about access type and publication date. We have things like author, source, resource type, limit to, products, genre, publishers, subject, legal cases, legislation, geographic location, jurisdiction, and identifier. Now, these are some of the facets that you can very quickly use and select to narrow down your search. So actually, let's do that. Let's narrow our search down. So we'll go ahead and let's say I would take it all the way from 2012 to 2020. That's all I'm after. Then I can say I only want peer-reviewed articles. And then I could say something like, I want only articles on Australia. So as I was saying before, in the applied filters field, you will see all your applications or your selections straight away there. From 90 or 1,000, we are down to 4,000 just by selecting these three. And you will see that there are different articles here. Now, again, like previously, if we want to quickly deselect them, and let's say want it across the whole timeline, not just across that timeline, from 4,000, we are back to 8,431 articles just by doing that. Just wanted to show you how it changes instantly if you make or deselect any of your choices. Now, again, we are back to the first search result here. And I would also, before we went into one of the articles, I would like to show you the padlocks or tell you a little bit about the padlocks. So this green padlock obviously talks about you having full access to that particular article. If we go down, you will see perhaps you saw, there you go. So you will see an orange padlock, which is obviously open access article or content. And if I hadn't logged in with myself here, then I will see that these will be red. That means I do not have access to those particular search result here. Okay. Now, also save searches here and RSS alerts are here. Now, let's go ahead and save the search here. And let's just say I want to save the search called sustainability. Say I would save it as sustainability demo. and I will select something like a weekly alert. So every week I get an email if something new has been added to that particular search term. So if I select that, straight away in green, I'll get acknowledgement saying that my search has been saved. Okay. I will take you through where all this is getting saved in a little bit later when we talk about personalization. Now, let's actually go ahead and select one of the articles here. So in this case, let's just select this article here. And you will see that this is the article page that we have just landed in here right now. Here on the right-hand side, we have some information or some metadata about that particular article. We have an abstract for that article. Then we have the PDF, like before in the current Informit, you always have access to the PDF, the full text PDF. You can export citation. So for example, you have all the familiar citation types like MLA, APA, EndNote, Harvard, and such. Here's the citation. You could either download the citation or you could copy the citation. So let's get out of that window. I could add it to favorites. So if I just go here, you can see that I have already added this particular article to Sustainable MBA. I could deselect that. As you can see, the item is removed successfully, and I could select it back in. It says item added successfully. So we have just added this particular arts and the arts of sustainability article into the sustainable MBA folder. So tools, we have some track citation tools, and there's a share button there as well. Now, let's actually go into the PDF or the e-reader. And you will notice a few things have changed here. It's no longer just a flat PDF that you can only download for reading. You can do just a little bit more. So here you can read a little bit about that particular article. And then here, I could actually save this article for offline reading. So for example, right now, again, I have already saved it for offline reading. So let's just say I remove this from offline reading, and I can go ahead and save it back again. So as you can see, it's actually downloading this particular article for my offline reading, which I can see my offline documents anytime. And of course, when there is no internet, I can go ahead into my local machine and find this article in my reading list. There's a familiar zoom in and zoom out and full screen, but that is pretty much what you can do with the new PDF right now, or e-reader. Now let's go back to our search page, which was sustainability. So let me bring that up. This time I want to show you media files. So we will search for a media file and look for something in EduTV or the TV news products. So let's go quickly search for the keyword sustainability. And in here, let's actually use the facets. We could have used the content type in the previous screen, but in this case, all we are looking for is video and sound as a applied filter. And you'll see straight away from 90,000 hits, we have down to 1,000 hits. However, all of these hits are now media titles. Okay. Now, again, like before, you can see a little bit of preview of the abstract here, and you can always go to the full text here. You can do that the same thing for everything here. And you get a little bit of information about the title and the actual the hosts here. And in case of text articles, you can actually find the name of the contributor or the author here as well. You get a little bit more information, as in where is it coming from. This is from Insiders, a TV segment, which date it was published. The same thing here, it's Lateline, it's 9 News, for example. And here it's Edge TV, for example. Okay, so let's just go ahead and how about we select one of the there you go. Let's just say this one. This is from World News, and I think a lot of us will know Janice, who hosts the evening SBS News. And this is one of the snippets from her news here on some of the country's best known fashion brands have been praised for prioritizing sustainability. Now, because I'm doing a research for, in this case, for sustainability, the first thing I would like to do is go ahead and add it to my favorites. So I could select Sustainable MBA for my research. So I've just selected that there. And it, again, it is in green. It has just told me that it has added it. Now, if you are a EduTV user, you would be very excited, as I am. Personally, I am the most excited about the fact that we have brought in EduTV under the single umbrella, single website as Informit. So no longer will you have to go into EduTV for a different website of EduTV and come to Informit on a different website, right? So you can do that all on a single website right now. So also in media, we have both EduTV and TV News. That means that we also get in your favorite features of embedding the video and clipping the video for teaching and learning, not only for EduTV, which was previously only available at EduTV, but also for TV News. For this, for example, this one is a TV News article here, and I can still embed and create a clip. And let's actually do that. This is a 2-minute 38 seconds clip. However, I would also like to show you the actual playback features. So you can, as you can do here, you can pause, you can download the video, and the best features are also you can control the speed of it if you just want to speed up the video and you want to reach somewhere very fast, or you just want to see the video fast, and you can control the video quality and switch on and off the subtitles as well. Now, I was going to show you the clipping feature. So let's just go and show you how to create a clip. Now, very quickly, I could select a timeline within the video. Let's just say I want to start the video clipping at 1 minute. There you go. And I want to clip it all the way at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, or let's just say after this particular interview, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And that's all. It is that easy. I just select a start timeline and end timeline, and then I could say news broadcast on sustainability. I can just say something like sustainability in fashion houses. Okay, that's all. I now save this. Again, like everything else, it should give me a instant acknowledgement that this particular clip has now been created and saved. There you go. Clip has been published, and I can see it in my profile page. I think this is a really nice segue to go into the personalization features. So let me go back to the landing page and explore the personalization features a bit. So if I click on my name there, I can go to my account. On the left-hand side here, you have saved search, you have favorites, and created clips. Let's go to saved search. And if you remember that we searched sustainability demo here for today, and that's today's date here, and we gave a frequency of weekly to get weekly alerts about any changes to the search or any new articles that has come, right? I could run the same search here from here. I don't have to go to the search bar here or at the landing page. I can just run it from here. I could also delete very easily all my different saved searches. And I could go into my favorites here very easily. I can make up um, new folder or a new binder, or use any of my existing binders that I have. I can also delete the binder or share my folder with anybody. So in this case, Sustainable MBA, if I clicked on that, you will see both my Arts and Arts of Sustainability article that we saw a little earlier being saved in this folder. Also, the news flash that we saw of Janice talking about the sustainability in fashion, that's also saved here. Also, if we go back, we will go to the created clips here. It also has the lists of all the created clips that I have created before. In this case, we have just created news broadcast on sustainability just now. If we click on that, very quickly we come to the actual video. If you remember, the video was 2 minutes and something long. Right now, it should just be 1 minute, 18 seconds long. And because that is exactly what we clipped, right? Right now, we could very easily embed this into our LMS for any of our teaching and learning needs, right? And if I wanted, I could actually add this particular clipping to my favorites as well, because earlier we just added the actual news broadcast to the favorite, but here we could even add this particular clipping to favorites as well. Okay, I think that that is everything that I wanted to show you today. And if I very quickly go back to the landing page and take you to the search history, it'll show you all the search history here, the stuff that we just wanted to did today. And here, advanced search, search citation, and saved search is also accessible from here as well. If you wanted to have a very quick look on advanced search here from here, that's advanced search from here. Again, the same thing. You could actually reach the same tab from advanced search there. That is all. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation has been valuable and together with the FAQ document will help you prepare for the launch of the new Informit search platform in January 2021. Please feel free to send us your questions if it is not covered in the FAQ document. Thank you again for your support. Informit is looking forward to servicing our customers in the new year.